What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phase 6, your source for music, business, motivation, and support. Have a great topic out here for anybody that wants to understand how to make money as a manager. If you're an artist and you're trying to give your manager some tips on how to build your career, this video is going to be for you. I'm going to give you guys a couple things that I do in particular to make money from management, things that you can do in general to make some money from management to kind of get the ball rolling. All right? Let's get into it. Your boy Sirr Love, Phase 6. All right. So one of the things you guys need to do, if you want to be successful getting money out here as a manager, is you have to first kind of map out all the services that you can provide, all the services that your artist can provide, all the products that you could provide to the market, and get a product list, a product and service list. I say that's the first thing that you need to do, is really sit down and say, what can I sell and what would people be willing to buy? Okay, now being straightforward and just blunt and just how management works, managers make their money by booking shows for artists to perform, by booking any engagement in which the artist can make money, such as doing walkthroughs, doing endorsement deals, basically trying to create an opportunity for an artist to get money. They get paid off the publishing from records, they get paid off of features that artists do, they get paid off of any appearance. The manager eats ancillary, and what ancillary means is 360. So the concept of a 360 deal is nothing new. 360 has been going on forever because managers are 360. They get whatever their percentage is, and you can learn more about percentages in the other video I did. I was wearing the same outfit because I shot it the same day. And you can learn about that video about percentages and how that works, right, in particular. However, getting back on topic, a manager makes money anytime an artist makes money. So when an artist comes up, a manager's come up. And that's one of the reasons why managers are paid a percentage, because it incentivizes a manager to go out there and make things happen to make money so they can support themselves. You have to understand that a manager, they only make money when the artist makes money. So whenever the artist, and the artist gets such a large percentage compared to the manager, when an artist goes out and says, yo, I'm about to take a break for 2-3 years, a manager's really in a position where they have to figure out how to survive. So over the course of the time, it's a manager's job to constantly be figuring out how to make that money multiply and how to make the money make money, the situation make money. Okay, the artist has sat down for a year. Can I do a sync deal? Can I get this record on a commercial? Can I do something to increase my revenue during the course of the time this artist isn't working? A manager is constantly trying to work. However, if you're not at that space in your career, you're just trying to figure out how to make some money, I'm going to give you guys some additional tips outside of understanding how managers make money. What are some things you can kind of start doing right now? So one thing that I say is shows, okay? I did a whole segment on my site in reference to booking and how a manager can start off booking their artists. Typically, a manager is the booking agent until an artist can get to the point where a booking agent is interested, and then later on in their career, a major booking agency can be interested and really take their career to the next level and take all of that stress off your hands. But immediately, as a manager, you can really get to the point where you're helping your artist get $10, $15, $20, $30,000 without a booking agent. It's possible. Around 15, you might want to bring in a booking agent just for stress purposes, but it's very possible to take an artist from zero to that number as a manager and then technically get a booking fee and a management fee, or just, be, a friendly person and just take your management fee and create that revenue. So it's very possible to create a lifestyle from booking shows. All right, and I talk about how to do that in some of the stuff that I have on www.phasevi.com. Anyway, moving on. Outside of booking shows, you can also rent out your services or sell your services, okay? As a manager, whatever you're doing for one artist, if you're successful at it, if you're great at it, if you have any level of talent at what you're doing, you should be able to render those services for other people, because most managers can't perform or do what they're doing at their ability without the team they have around them. So basically, you're leasing out your team. So you have a videographer, then you can start pitching and selling your videographer to other artists and people in the market and start taking fees making percentages off of that. If you have a graphic designer, if you have a web designer, if you have anybody on your team that does anything, publicity, whatever, you can act as a salesman or manager for those individuals and create revenue for them, therefore creating revenue for yourself. If you're not comfortable with that, understand that management might not be for you, because at the end of the day, a manager makes their money off of offering other people's services. For an artist, that's an artist's ability to perform records or perform for a crowd or whatever. They're offering other people's services or selling someone else's service to the public or to an audience or to an end consumer in order to create revenue. Therefore, you can take that same skill set and apply it to every aspect that is around you to create more revenue for what you're doing. If you're a successful manager, you're making things happen, and success it's based off perception and perspective. You know, like a manager could be making $1,000 a show for their artist, and that's very appealing to an artist that's not making $1,000 a show, and they may want that service. You can also charge fees for consulting and things of that nature. There's all sorts of aspects where basically as a manager, you're either gonna sell an artist or provide some type of knowledge for an artist, or provide some type of connection for an artist or something of that nature, or another entity that's not an artist, business, whatever, and create an opportunity for yourself to put a fee on top of it or charge a percentage for the service that you do. And this is a way that you can keep yourself afloat during the time period that you're being a manager. Because honestly, for all you managers that are starting off, man, I feel you. I am there with you. I understand what you're going through. Shit's not easy, it's difficult, you sacrifice, you do a lot for artists, you're not always appreciated for what you do, and a lot of people don't understand everything that you go through to make things happen and what you have to finagle and figure out. However, understand that everything you're doing now is going to make you that much greater and that much better to take what you're doing and go to the next level. So when it comes to getting money, I've seen managers do all sorts of things. I've seen managers situate deals in which the manager, for example, you can close a label deal and put yourself on as an employee at the label. You can start getting a salary from the label as a manager that you signed your artist to. I've seen that. Or a publishing company. I've seen publishing companies do it. I've seen production companies do that, give managers salaries, things of that nature. So there's all sorts of ways to finagle yourself in the record deal or the deal that you position for your artist to take care of yourself as well as not just you, but take care of your team. To put your team on, you can get the videographer a deal, you can get the camera person, the photography person a deal, the website person a deal, the social media person a deal. Everybody can get, you know, some type of salary position, or you can just get a general stipend for the company itself and then, you know, divvy it up as you see fit. So, you know, that's another way that a manager can get paid from a situation. Another way a manager can make money, you can't be scared to take on multiple projects. Now, as a manager, you don't want to take on too many projects. You don't want to do anything that you can't handle. However, you do want to make sure that you're putting yourself in a position to be lucrative. Now, if you're a manager, I'd say that you may have 1 or 2 projects that you're really committed to, you're ready to jump in the trenches with and do everything that needs to be done. Any other project that you should take on, as much as all these people want you to jump in the trenches with them, you just really cannot donate that much time to that many different people. So I suggest you start working with people that are already in the situations that are making money, people that are already on the road, people that are already getting money, people that are already at the level that the artist or producer or whoever that you're working with is at. That way you can use some of the same resources to kind of piggyback off the success of your artist or piggyback off the success of the other artists that you just brought on to increase your revenue. All right, as a manager, you want to constantly be thinking about new ways to eat, because, I mean, most of the time, if you're a good manager, our artists love us. They care about us. We're family. You know, that's the type of environment that you likely want to build if you're an artist manager. However, they're not always eating. And at the end of the day, you have to put money in your mouth too. And when your artist gets to the point where they're making so much, you know, they'll probably spot you and look out for you and do all sorts of things that are, you know, extra and additional. But in the meantime, in between time, it's okay to take on other projects that are going to yield you some revenue. A lot of times I would suggest not taking on a project of an artist that's in the exact same space as yours, or producer, etc., etc. So, you know, if you have a male rapper, you know, that's doing a certain style, or a band that's doing, you know, punk and they have a certain style, don't get a second one. However, it could work that way because Backstreet Boys and NSYNC were managed by the same person. So, I mean, you got to be really careful with, you know, how you want to do it, strategize, do what's best for you, do what's best for the artist first, but make sure that you're making decisions that are good for you as well. Don't sacrifice too much of yourself for the artist, but understand as a manager, it is your job to sacrifice for other people. Your job is to facilitate the dreams of all the people that you sign and turn those dreams into revenue for everyone, including yourself. So these are just some tips that, you know, that I've used to get extra money. So don't be scared to take on a new project. You know, sign a videographer, sign a writer, sign a producer, go out there and facilitate those deals. So that way when you close a deal for your artist, you might close a production deal, a producer deal, or sell some beats for your producer. You might sign a producer. You got some dope writers, sign the writers too. Because now when you sell the beat, you can sell the song too, make a double check. You know, you gotta figure out how to finesse the situation, man. Eat all the way around the board. Every situation that you bring to the table, figure out how to eat. When I sell a producer, I'm selling an artist, a songwriter, a videographer, a graphic designer. I got everything. What you need, I got it. Come see me. I don't know everything, but I know a lot about a little and a little about a lot. And when I get on this thing, I'm giving you guys everything that I got. I'm having a good time doing phase 6. Today I had some free time, enjoying a little drink. I thank you guys for watching the show, channel. Go to www.phasevi.com to learn more about management, booking, you know, ISRC codes, PR, all about the music business. Have a lot of products that I've designed and really spent a lot of time putting together for you guys that you can take advantage of just to really help your career. So my goal is just to see everybody win, or as many people as possible. And hopefully, by me providing this type of information, we'll start seeing really, really, really talented people win. Because a lot of times, the most talented people are the people that have the least amount of money to go toward their success. A lot of times they have the least amount of knowledge going forward. And a lot of times they have the least amount of networking and resources. And the reason why is because they spent so much time perfecting their talent and their skill. They didn't have time to build everything else. And so hopefully, you know, me putting this information out there helps those individuals, helps other managers grow and blossom to find those individuals and bring them out. And hopefully the whole music industry as a whole becomes that much better, that much more talented because this information is available. At least we'll try. Thank you guys. I don't know everything, but I know a lot about a little and a little about a lot. And every time I get in front of this camera, I give you guys everything that I got. So go to www.phasevi.com. Like, subscribe, share. Go on Facebook. Tell everybody about what's going on. Share this video. Tell everybody. Help this thing grow. And hopefully, you know, somebody sees this and they're encouraged to help you grow and we all get the winning together. Thank you. Take care.
Real talk, no chase. Real talk, no trace. Real talk, no trace. Real talk, I said real talk, I said real talk, no chase. Real talk, no chase. Real talk, no chase.